Just a few weeks ago, the Fantom Foundation officially announced that they won't be upgrading their Opera network again, but they will rebrand the complete blockchain network to Sonic. And yeah, Opera, if you don't know, was upgraded just earlier this year to reach a very, very fast transaction speed of 2,000 transactions per second. And now the foundation decided to actually change the name to Sonic. And Sonic Labs was released or was presented to the public just beginning of August or end of July. I can't really remember when the first time it was mentioned, but it has been pretty recently. And alongside with the launch of Sonic as a brand, which is the world's fastest EVM chain that will exist at the point when it launches, they also announced proudly that there will be an airdrop. And the airdrop, in contrast to many other airdrops in the crypto industry, has very public rules. So everybody actually knows what is happening and how the criteria for this airdrop will be. So I want to show you in this video how you can be also part of these 190 million S tokens. Yes, the new token will not be called Sonic or anything. It will just be called S. And this is the definite official guide how you can also obtain these airdrop tokens. And if you know Fantom for a while, you might know that it still is fairly cheap. We have seen some spike here just after the Opera upgrade and when the things got more juicy around the news, when everybody knew that Andre Cronje is hard working on some upgrades and when the rumors for Sonic started to spread. But the official launch of Sonic or official announcement actually just happened somewhere here. And then we started to slowly gain some momentum. So yeah, if you haven't been familiar to this, Sonic, the S token will be around the corner. And if you know Fantom for a while, you know that there are no locked tokens any longer. All the tokens are in circulation. So the upgrade will happen one-to-one. So you will be able to migrate to the S token just by bridging your FTM to the Sonic network, and there will be Sonic on the other side. How that exactly works, we will know in October probably. But this being said, there won't be any additional inflation except some special program that they announced for the launch. They will mint some additional tokens for the airdrop and also some for incentives for the ecosystem growth, but it will be very, very limited amounts of tokens. So there is no big unlock in the future, how we have seen it with many layer 1 networks. So this layer 1 network is not only very stable, very fast, and actually in technology more advanced than what we know. This is also a very, for the users or for the retail investors, very fair bet because there isn't much inflation. But let's go to the points on how you can actually be part of this airdrop, which is 190 million S tokens. And if you are an active Opera user already, you can, for example, provide liquidity across a range of apps. And let's look at that, how you can do that. If you are not aware of how to use Fantom Opera, you can skip the next part of the video. I will show you quickly how to add Opera to your MetaMask. So you can go to the very trusted source of Chainlist. You just type here Fantom, and after searching for Fantom, you can add it to your MetaMask here. It's pretty easy. There are several RPC server addresses that you can use. You can just add it from here. Then the important thing to get some funds, you gotta use one or another bridge, and you can go to SpookySwap. SpookySwap is called spooky.fi in the address. So you can just go to spooky.fi and you take here the option bridge, and then you choose either of these options to bridge your tokens over to the Fantom network. I have chosen here, for instance, the portal bridge, which is the one by Wormhole. So it's fairly easy. You connect your wallet here, and then you take a random amount of ETH and you just bridge it over to Fantom. It will take about 16 minutes, it says here. So you will have to wait a little bit for your funds to reach you. And yeah, after this being said, let's go back to how you can actually do this, how you can actually fulfill this first criteria. And to fulfill the first criteria, you can go to DeFi Llama. And on DeFi Llama, you will find a list of chains. And in the chain list, you will find Fantom all the way down here at 44, which is pretty horrible when we consider that it had 8 billion total value locked ones, which is 100 times as much as it's right now. So it's only on 44 right now, but it has 330 protocols you can pick off. I would say not all of them are active at this point, but still you can pick a lot of protocols. If you remember the 2021 bull market, you might remember Fantom being up here in the top 10, even somewhere in front of Polygon for a moment. So it has been a really, really strong play, and it's a very advanced technology that we're using here. But the multi-chain hack happened, and it kind of destroyed everything here, and everything fell like a rock from the cliff down to, I think, a low of 40 million or something total value locked. We see a slight increase now recently, but it will take a while to recover. Still, we see some of the bigger dApps are recovering, and you can go here to Beethoven X, for instance. It's one of the most popular apps on Fantom, where you can, let's open it, where you can deploy your liquidity. They have a swap on Beethoven. They have a swap. You can invest, and you can also liquid stake your Fantom. I will come back to that in a moment, but just provide liquidity, for instance, on Beethoven X. You can also go to another dApp, which is called SpookySwap. I really like that DEX. It's was the first DEX, I believe, on Fantom, which was popular, and it still is a major player, which is migrating to Sonic and helping a lot there to have a smooth new DEX. The third pick would be Equalizer, fourth Beefy, and you can also do lending, for instance, on Polta Finance, which is a fork of Aave. So it's just a lending protocol. There is Yearn Finance also deployed on Fantom, which is by Andre Cronje himself. So you can also get some yield aggregation going. If you want to provide liquidity more in the style of GMX with the GLP tokens, you can also use Morphex or Mummy Finance, which are forks of GMX. So there are many options here. I have to be honest, many of these protocols are not that active any longer, and the multi-chain hack has really destroyed a lot. So it's there isn't so much to do on Fantom at this point, but I'm pretty sure that it will become better again very, very soon. But to fulfill this criteria, definitely go ahead and put some liquidity out on these steps. And the good thing is this has only started in August. It's still ongoing, so you can still get your points. You can still qualify for this airdrop. Then if you're an historic validator or delegator, you can also get points. This is an historical thing. So if you haven't done this on Opera, I wouldn't really recommend to do it at this point because it's just too late. I'm not even sure if it's still possible to do it actually. Yeah, you can do it liquidly, definitely on Beethoven X, for instance. Then you get this token airdrop if you have been affected by the multi-chain hack that I spoke about. This is nothing you can actively do now. So after number 1, you should also go for number 4, which is the liquid staked Fantom. You can do this with SFTMX on Beethoven X, and you can do this with BFTM on Beefy. If you are not comfortable with these two, you can also go to Anchor. Anchor is also deployed on many others like Beefy. Maybe Beefy is here as one of the bigger ones as well. So on Beefy, you can also liquidly stake your Fantom, same as on, where is it? Don't know, Anchor. Here's Anchor. So the Anchor is also an option where you can still liquidly stake your FTM. And then the next part is for Opera NFT holders. If you're an Opera NFT holders, maybe you have a Maggie Cat from Spooky Swap, or you have some World of Humans, or how it's called. You can definitely go to a page called PaintSwap. And on PaintSwap, let me show you that quickly. On PaintSwap, you can explore the NFT collections. And you could just randomly buy some NFTs, which are cheap. There are definitely very cheap ones. Let's explore the collections. Yeah, there is Road to Fantom by now, actually. You can buy these shards that I will be speaking about a bit later also in this video. But yeah, you can take one of these Umans, which is an artsy collection, which is priced fairly cheap. So for 300 Fantom, which is $142, you can get one of these Umans, and there are only 3,000. So maybe it's an interesting PFP that you want to use. They look kind of cool, I have to confess. But yeah, it's definitely nothing that you should speculate in increasing value. I would say if they know how to somehow migrate to Sonic as well with Fantom, maybe that could be a good play. But I wouldn't speculate necessarily on this. I would rather just buy a cheap NFT to be in the list of also holding an NFT, like it's said here. So yeah, if you use the marketplace, and PaintSwap is definitely the best and the biggest NFT marketplace on Fantom, and you hold an NFT, that will definitely help you. So, and all the Opera protocol usage and participation. So if you have transactions that you can do, just do some transactions. They are really cheap. Just go to Spooky Swap and swap something here back and forth. You can pick a few Fantom. You can swap some other worthless coins, or you also invest in some things that could gain value. Be careful here of the multi-chain assets. They're still listed, I see, but they are worthless. So yeah, you will definitely have a chance to get some swaps here. Very cheap. It doesn't cost more than not even a cent probably to swap something on Fantom. And then going on, they also want to reward the Sonic users that use Sonic right now. And Sonic isn't really live yet. There's only the test net. So this will also be something for later. But for the Sonic apps, as soon as Sonic is live, you should definitely also deploy something on Sonic. Apart from this list here, I would recommend you to also check out the blog, which is called Road to Sonic. It was also published on X, so you will find it on their profile there. And it's from the 7th of August, which was exactly the day when this campaign began. And on Galaxy, you can mint 4 different of these shards. And these shards are together building this Sonic logo. I don't know if they will be combinable in the end or something, but every shard is consisting of several tasks that you need to do on Fantom Opera in order to be able to mint this shard. And for instance, here you need to bridge first of all. So if you go back in my video, you see how you can bridge on Wormhole. That's exactly what I showed you. You can create your hero on the East 4 Kingdom hero, which is a small little browser game, basically, that Andre Cronje released one day. You can also go to Beethoven Max and hold your 100 liquidly staked Fantom and follow these accounts here to get the first shard. And my recommendation, if you want to have the airdrop, just go through this list and do these things. As soon as you have done all of them, you have, first of all, lots of transactions. You have NFTs, 4 pieces. Maybe you go to PaintSwap and get another one, but you have all these shard NFTs, and you will definitely qualify for a little airdrop with this task. Yeah, I hope that this helped you here. I hope that you can get the airdrop as well as I hope I also get it myself. I myself will keep using Opera all the way up to the Sonic launch, and I will also migrate to Sonic as soon as it's live, because I believe that it will be a big, big benefit to be there early. If you like this content, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give it a like if that helped you. And if you want to support this content, you help me out, and I would really be thankful. And soon I will publish another video on Fantom where I give you all the updates, why this Sonic network matters so much and why this is such a big, big play that you should always keep an eye on for the upcoming bull market. I wish you a wonderful day, evening, or morning whenever you watch this, and I see you very, very soon. Your Alex.